Buddy, Dr. Mary Rensel. Leo. There's Leo. He just went running. So he's toast. So am I. Beautiful day here. Keep needing some extra time to emotionally process my week. I just have to give it space and time, right? I called all of my besties that my squad that really supports me. And they're so brilliant, so they all helped give their advice and suggestions and support. It's so great to have a squad. So if you need a squad, through tough times, just through normal times, right? We all do. Just make sure that if someone's moved or someone took a new job, you don't see them that much, or you're doing something new and you just don't run into the same people. With me, my kids get a certain age, I don't run into some people as much. Make sure you're intentional about who you want to see, because the people we keep around us, they teach us things, they give us resources, they are valuable to us in our social sense. So, and they're invaluable, right? So they're so important. So make sure you're intentional about that. I'm a neuroimmunologist, and so as a neuroimmunologist, we look at the nervous system and how the immune system interacts with that. So there's ways that we can, just daily and moment to moment kind of manipulate our neural state. So are we more anxious? Are we more relaxed? Are we somewhere in between? There's a lot of points in between those two words and feelings. A lot of times you can just tell in your body how you feel, where you are. And if you don't, it's good each day to write down 3 emotions 3 times a day and get some self-awareness of where you are throughout the day, what your pattern looks like, what your weekly pattern looks like. Oh, I got a little friend on my leg. I love nature. Yo, you resting? I think he wants to jump in. Anyway, so just know that you have the power. A little education can give you a lot of self-empowerment, right? So if you know how to manipulate your neural state, you could do it right now. It could just me sitting here looking at this beautiful scene, and being with a dog helps, and giving myself time just to enjoy nature and not be on a computer or anything. So nice. So that is manipulating my neural state, because then my brain says, oh, we're relaxed, then we can calm the blood pressure down, we can calm the breathing down, we can turn on the prefrontal cortex, our good thinking part of our brain, because it's not feeling nervous or stressed. Yesterday I was so stressed I forgot my ATM codes. So that's what happens when you get stressed. Like, the brain does not work well, right? And so oh my gosh, I got to do something. So I just did a lot of fun yesterday after that. I just sat at the lake, and I saw a lot of family members and talked with a lot of friends, and that all helped. So that was great. I love to have that support, and I feel super blessed. So just know you can manipulate your neural state each day, and we go through cycles of the neural state, each day. So when we're focusing, we have more sympathetic, we're task oriented, we're ready to go, we're really, have deadlines, etc. And that's fine, that's normal. But there should be parts of the day where you break that and you turn on the parasympathetic part of the body, so that you take deep breaths and you relax a little bit, because that's our more creative side. So if you're really trying to nail a project, don't only be focus. Take a little break, deep breath, step away, get into a new environment, talk to somebody new, look at it a new way. Because if we're always doing the same things, it's not our most creative state, especially if we're very task-oriented all day long. So you do have to take a break and a deep breath periodically. And that's how you can manipulate your neural state. You can feel gratitude, you can take a deep breath, you can move, you can change your environment. So those are easy ways through a busy work day that you could, would take, seconds to do a lot of those things. So it's not like you need tons of time, but the recommendation is to take at least 5 minutes 3 times a day to really break the focused, the sympathetic nervous system, and get into the parasympathetic to really have an optimal work day, at least, because that's your more creative side, and you'll have better ideas for your projects, and you'll nail your projects more. So. All right, everybody, have a great day. It's Dr. Mary Rensel. Check me out on brainfresh.org. I support coaches. I support those that self-coach, professional women that just want to know next steps and how to educate about the brain, and that can lead to steps for empowerment So I have a lot of, free resources, and then I'm glad to work together and just, help you, feel empowered so you know your next steps, so that you feel like your real true self at your most optimal state. Okay, stay well, and just imagine you got it. Like, you learned how to do it, you took some time to get educated, you feel empowered, it's not confusing, you know what to do, and you're really nailing your projects, you're feeling creative, and you're hitting those deadlines, and then you get, adding some relaxation time into. Okay, all right, everybody, stay well.